What's up, everybody? We got a lot of cards here that I purchased from somebody online, and we're going to open it up. We're going to take a look at each of the cards, do a little inspection, see if anything is worth grading, kind of go over the price we paid for everything, and then what we are hoping to achieve. Let's get into it. This is really well packed so far. Love to see that. Really well packed. Got another one. I appreciate this though. This is what you want to see. This is how you know you've been dealing with someone who has done this before. Look at that. Oh wow, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little sub packs here. I remember most of the cards in this lot, but let's go through them together and see what we got, see what we're working with. Okay, good. Everything's in top loaders. We got a good mix of stuff here. So let's see the first one. Looks pretty clean. Okay. Nice. Nice. We got Ivysaur from Mega Evolutions. We got a Japanese 151 War Turtle. Looks like it's in pretty good condition. Let's keep going. We got the Alakazam promo from the Mega Evolutions Elite Trainer box. This is a cool card. I really like this. I haven't owned this before. Never opened a Mega Evolutions ETB, so super cool. The centering on all these looks pretty good too, and that's something that we should take into consideration going forward. I can take all these out and look at them to see if anything's worth grading. And then Boss's Orders full art from Paldea Evolved, I think, which is pretty cool. I actually own this card in the SIR format. This is just the full art, but it's a pretty cool card. Back's okay, a little raised edge there. So that is the first part of this lot. Some modern and ultra modern stuff. Let's look through these again. I will say, I am a little bit concerned about this. I did purchase it, you know, in this lot, knowing that the prices of this set are going to rapidly come down. So this is something that we would want to try and get listed ASAP and sold ASAP, because we have no idea what's going to happen with the price. Let's take a look at it real fast. I think overall, actually, the centering looks really good. And one, I don't see anything immediately that would make me think it has surface damage. Man, this is a beautiful, beautiful card. Let's get the back real fast. The back is really clean too. Really, really clean. So that is actually has some potential for grading, I would think. So that Spiritomb I'm just gonna set aside for now. Looks pretty good. May consider grading. PSA wait times are pretty crazy right now, so Boss's Orders centering to me does not look good enough, so we'll list this and try to get as much as possible on eBay. The Alakazam promo centering, I'd say it's a little bit top heavy. Yeah, it's definitely top heavy. This is one that I honestly would not, it's really close, but I wouldn't even send it. I need to look at premiums and stuff too to see if it's even worth grading that card. Wow. I don't really deal with grading Japanese. I do really like this card. This is just beautiful, and the Japanese quality is stunning. Although it's got, you can see it's actually got some damage down at the bottom. I don't know what damage or like roller marks. I don't know. Can you see that? It's got some faint lines down at the bottom, like it was crimped or something. I can't really tell. It's interesting. There's a little ding at the top too. We'll definitely not be grading that. It's not worth the risk. And that may be more difficult to sell on eBay. Let's look. The Ivysaur centering is pretty good. I think it's a little bit left heavy. Yeah, it's for me, it's too left heavy to even send. It may be close. The back looks great. There are no white spots. There are no white spots at all. That looks really good. That's what I like to see on the back when I'm deciding if I'm going to send something. And then obviously the front centering. I don't know. This is pretty darn close. It's a little top heavy and left heavy. Surface looks pretty good. There might be a little indentation or imperfection in the middle there. Yeah, I see a few little dots. Yeah, I probably wouldn't risk sending this, but it's clean. The card looks great. I wouldn't risk that. So just out of the modern that we just opened, it looks like Spiritomb would be the only that I would, Cynthia Spiritomb would be the only one I would consider sending. Okay, now this was a mixed lot of modern and vintage, and there wasn't, I can kind of see this looks like it's probably going to be vintage. We've got some heavier play on some of these, so let's, oh, this one's really heavily played. Let's see what we got here. So we've got this marked as light played. This is an awesome card. Look at that. Pinsir Delta Species from Dragon Frontiers, reverse stamped holo. Let's take a look at this card real fast. Beautiful. I love this art style. I love the stamped Delta Species cards, the reverse holos. Look at the gold. So cool. It's got a little bit of lifting here on the bottom right edge. The centering is pretty good. It's got these like soft corners that I've noticed happen sometimes with some of these modern cards. On the back, there's a lot more play though. I think this is pretty accurate at light play. There's a scratch here in the card. I definitely wouldn't be sending this in for grading. This is an awesome binder copy for somebody, especially people. These cards are so popular right now, and I think people are really into this, the art style. Yeah, the card's got some indentations. Well, that's the rocks, or if that's the art. No, I think there are some indentations. Super cool card, super cool artwork. Definitely won't be grading, but we will list it and we will try to get it sold. Okay, so this one, heavy play and damage. This was hard to see in the pictures when I bought the lots, but I'm seeing it now. And there's definitely some creasing in this card. So it's marked at 14. Wow, yeah, this is really damaged. Creases like crazy. Shifter EX. Ooh, I don't know. This, see the back. Ooh, really heavily played. Definitely damaged. The creasing is hard on this one. The hollow still looks okay. We'll list it, try to get accurate pictures. Someone will probably want that for a binder copy. You just don't see this stuff that often anymore. Cool card. It's in pretty rough condition, but we may be able to get something for it. Okay, so this is marked at mod play. Swampert Hollow. This is cool. Let's take this out and see what we're working with. I love that hollow. The front actually looks really good. It's definitely off center, right heavy for sure. The surface looks really good compared to the other one. Let's see the back. Yeah, it's got a pretty good nick up here at the top left corner. The bottom's pretty scuffed up. I think MP is pretty good for that. So we'll comp this and get it listed. Not bad, moving on. Let's see what else we got. Looks like we got more vintage here. Now this is cool, look at that. Another stamped Dragon Frontiers reverse. This is the Delta Species Bayleaf. I am very much a Gen 2 appreciator, so I love this card. I love all the starters from this generation. The surface looks pretty good. You can pretty clearly see the print line and the reverse hollow there. That's pretty clear. I've noticed that a lot in some of these cards, especially the Delta Species reverse hollows. See the back. Yeah, it's got some whitening. I'd almost lean towards more of like a moderate play on this instead of a light play. It's got some dirt and some scuffing, some lifted corners. This is almost like a crease on the back, like beginning of a crease. So I know it was listed as light played by the seller. I would almost lean more towards mod play, although the front looks really clean and that's what matters to a lot of people. I mean, we definitely won't be grading that. But if someone's trying to do a master set, that's probably right up their alley. Let's look at this card before we get into it. The back is pretty beat up. I'd say this is probably damaged. Yeah, this is damaged, but look at that. The Magneton Legend Maker reverse. Very cool card. Very, very cool card. Man, that is beat up. Wow. Wow, that is beat up. Crease like crazy. Yeah. Super cool card. I actually have this card potentially already sold. I have someone who's interested in it. So I'll reach out to them directly. Yeah, that is very beat up. If I have someone that wants to buy this, I would probably list it for even less than that and try to get it sold, because I think this, in this condition, is probably going to be difficult to sell online. And I always get worried about like posting some of this stuff to eBay. I always try to take the best pictures possible to make sure that like we're actually letting people know like what condition the card is, and I'm very upfront with it usually. But I think this might sit for a while. There's definitely a buyer for it, but maybe harder to sell. Okay, moving on. Pack 3 out of 5 in this lot. This is pretty cool lot so far. Let's see what we got. Okay, very cool. Another Legend Maker. This one, Magmar, stamped. It's got some creasing. It's marked as mod play. I think that's probably generous. The holo is beautiful though. That is gorgeous. Some raising on the corners. The back actually looks pretty good. I mean, it's definitely played. Some dirt and some scuffing. Pretty rough. I think mod play is generous. I'll have to check price difference between heavy play and mod play on this. Again, these cards are really sought after right now, so maybe there's a buyer. I don't know. Wheezing Deoxys is stamped. Again, listed at mod play. Any sleeve out of there. Oh man, this thing is really beat up. The holo's coming through on the bottom. I don't know. See, I don't agree with this. This is probably closer to heavy play. Yeah, the card's peeling. I don't know. This is going to be a tough one to sell. Definitely don't feel great about that. Don't feel like that condition was accurately portrayed when I purchased it. And again, a lot of this stuff I am seeing for the first time. I saw pictures of it online, but pictures can only tell you so much, right? This is cool. Lady in Reverse, Team Rocket returns. Stamped, looks like it's marked as mod play to heavy play. Again, this is peeling. This is pretty frustrating for me, because this was hard to see in the pictures, and I didn't ask for close-ups because I was just trying to get a deal done. And that's a risk that you take. It's really cool. You can see like in the reverse holofoil pattern, it's got the energy symbols up there. Super cool card. I don't know, maybe might be difficult to sell this. Because I will be accurately listing that on eBay. If people should know about that. I don't want people to have the same reaction when they buy something from me that I'm having to this, seeing these for the first time. Another one, Deoxys Reverse. It's lifting a little bit. Ludicolo, stamped. Yeah, these are in pretty rough condition. Marked as mod play. The back actually looks decent. The front is just really beat up. So of course with these, you can't even consider sending these to grade, which is unfortunate. And last but not least, we got a core fish. I'm not even gonna take this out. It's marked as mod play. This is more like heavy play. This is a little bit disappointing. I just feel like this has been a little bit misrepresented to me, but again, that's the risk you take doing this kind of thing, and that is also on me for not asking for more pictures and clarifying. So sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't when you're buying online. I know people would say, well, why don't you go to card shows or card shops? I'm just not really in a place that's conducive to doing that where I live, and it's just not as conducive. So I do try to do a lot of deals online with people when they make postings, usually through Reddit. So I've had some luck in the past, and this slot it's cool cards, but I don't know, we might not have as much luck with condition this time. So this is another card from the new set, Ascended Heroes, the Mischievous illustration rare. It's near mint, of course, yeah. Again, another one, you're gonna have to be pretty careful with the prices. Probably gonna come down quite a bit. So this card looks, though, pretty clean. Honestly, might be worth grading. I don't see any whitening on the back, and to me, the centering is really good. It may be a touch top heavy, but I'm gonna set that aside because that looks pretty good. Okay, Latius Galarian Gallery Hollow also looks really good. This is from Fusion Strike or Lost Origin? I can never remember which one. Honestly, looks pretty good. It's bottom heavy. A little bit of whitening in the top corner and the bottom right corner. I've actually sold this card at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. It usually has really good interest. It's an awesome card, right? So I'm happy to own this again and listed for sale. I like owning that card. It sells pretty quickly. And luckily we were able to scoop up 2 of them in this lot. Again, this is a little off-center, a little bottom heavy with some whitening in all 4 corners. So I probably would not grade this. But it's good. It's near mint. It'll be a quick mover. Okay, this is an interesting card. I saw this in the posting and it was part of the lot, and it's listed at 8 and I couldn't believe it. I don't play the TCG, so I had no idea that this was that expensive, and I looked it up on TCG Player and it actually is around that price market. So this must be a strong card. This isn't even a reverse holo. This is just a regular common. So yeah, we'll throw that one in there. And then this beautiful card. We pulled this card before. Rapidash IR from Destined Rivals. Beautiful card. Probably not grade worthy. I don't even think the premium is worth it on this. It's pretty right heavy. Let's see the back. Yeah, the back is pretty clean. Probably not worth grading. I think the centering's off, but it's a beautiful card. And Destined Rivals is a very popular set, so I have no problem listing this and hoping that it moves pretty quickly. So we are getting to the end here, and I think this will be one more stack of vintage cards or mid-era cards. Let's see, I can already see the back of this one is pretty beat up. That's okay, I call it like mod play. Awesome, so now we've gotten into some Crystal Guardians, reverse hollow stamp stuff. I don't think I'm gonna take this one out, it's off center. I would agree with mod play on this. I love the Crystal Guardians reversed hollows. And then we've got Power Keepers Sydney Stadium reverse stamped, listed at LP. Looks like the front is okay. The back, it's like LP minus. Cool card. Someone's probably looking for that to complete a master set. And we've got Blaziken Power Keepers reverse stamped. Very cool card. Mod play on the condition. Love this card. Definitely some more whitening down in the corners. Yeah, I'd lean towards it's definitely mod play. Oh, this one's looking pretty beat up. I would probably call this heavily played. Marked as mod play. Man. Metagross hollow. I don't know. I'd lean more towards heavy play. And last but not least, probably mod play. I call this looking at the back. Squirtle reverse hollow Crystal Guardian stamped. Beautiful card. Marked as LP, MP. I mean, LP's being generous. You've even got some creasing down here. Right, so to me, when you've got that, like, how can you say that that is even close to LP, right? And I just didn't pick that up in the pictures. There is some scratching on the hollow. And then the back, I mean, you can see the crease there and the crease there. The back is pretty beat up. There's some dents. I mean, this is at least mod play, if not closer to heavy play. So I hate that. That's something I hate myself for. Overall, a pretty interesting lot. I purchased this mainly because I was interested in a lot of these vintage cards. There's some modern tucked in, of course, but a lot of this vintage stuff, especially like the stamped reverses, is kind of going crazy right now. And two, when I looked at this lot, like a lot of these cards, just the way that they were priced, I like these for like the sense of liquidity. Like I think that this price between $15 to $30 moves really well on eBay. And I've had really good success with these in the past. So I was interested in picking it up. I made an offer that was at about 75% of what they had listed at market, and now I am seeing that that might have been a little bit foolish, because I think market is probably a little bit lower just based on conditions of some of these. Honestly, we'll see how it goes. It's going to take me quite a bit of time to list all of these, and I'll try to get good pictures and make it worthwhile. This, honestly, the Cynthia Spirit Tomb has a potential for a 10. Beautiful card. I may send it. I don't know. We'll see. And even the Mischievous from Ascended Heroes. I think the centering on this looks really good. And the backs on both of these are remarkably clean. So maybe we'll send them. I will do another video if we submit to PSA, but thank you guys for watching. I will post the results of the sales as they go through for this lot, and we'll come back and reconvene once everything is sold, hopefully, and see if I've made a profit or a loss on this. And I'll keep everybody updated. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe for more videos if you like this sort of content. Leave a like, I would really appreciate it, so we can keep growing this channel, buying more lots, and doing some more evaluation.